Today we're gonna go on a little bit of a thrifting marathon. I wanna try to go to 4 of my favorite thrift stores. They are on different sides of town, so I think this will end up taking all day. So my house is here. 2 of the thrift stores are 45 minutes this way, and then 2 of the other ones are 45 minutes this way. So no matter which one I go to first, I'm gonna have to backtrack the other way. It's gonna be a lot of driving today. So hello and welcome. My name is Bianca, and this is a place to inspire and to be inspired. I love all things crafting and creating on a budget. I'm not looking for anything specific today, but these are some inspo photos of the style that I'm kind of going for. If I can find clothing with a good pattern that I really like, I can definitely find something to turn it into. So when I'm searching the racks, I'm always just feeling the fabrics and then looking for something that's like a color scheme that I like, or like a really pretty floral pattern or a paisley pattern. And you guys already know I am obsessed with anything paisley patterned. But before we start this thrift marathon, I'm going to need to get a coffee and a treat. So let's go. So for our beverage, I got an iced oat milk latte. And then for a little treat, I kind of panicked when I got to the register because I didn't know what to get. So I just picked the first thing that looked good, which was a cinnamon roll. And I feel like that's a really awkward thing to have while you're just sitting in a car. But it does look really good. I don't even know if I have a fork in my car to eat it, but I guess I don't really need a fork. It would just be nice to have one. And I feel like all of the ice is already almost melted because that's how hot it is here right now. Luckily today is not a super humid day, so it's a dry heat. I would totally prefer a dry heat versus a humid heat, and here in Florida it's humid most of the time. So right when I walked in, I did look through the purses and the shoes really quick, but I didn't find anything even remotely interesting. So I went to the tops and I found this white linen top. And I don't think you can go wrong with a white linen top, especially for spring and summer in Florida. I also liked that it had this smock detail on the back, so we'll try this one on. And then I found this silk vest. I really love fun detailed vests right now, so I think that this could also be a really fun one to style. I like the pattern.
Yeah, and it lays in the back perfectly straight if you don't have your arm there.
I just love having interactions like that with strangers, and it's happened so many times while I've been at the red, white, and blue thrift store trying things on in the mirror because they don't have fitting rooms. It just feels so wholesome. Anyway, so I also found this green and brown striped top. It's like a knitted material and it's pretty heavy, so I'm not sure if it's going to be something I'm going to want to wear here in Florida, but I do feel like it would be really cute for fall. And once I tried it on, I really do like the way that it hangs since it has some weight to it, but I'm just trying to decide what I would wear this with. And next I found this really cute green pinstripe tank, and it has a little bow in the front. I couldn't find an exact inspo photo for how I would want to style this, but I think it would be really cute with a pair of denim barrel jeans and maybe some brown sandals. It's just a little bit too big, so I think I need to take it in at the sides a smidge, but other than that, I think it's super cute and I cannot wait to style this. Next I found this black and white flower pattern top. It's super stretchy and I've worked with this material a ton. It's only $2, and I think for that price I can definitely come up with something to do with this fabric. This top I thought was so cute, but I will tell you guys now, when I tried it on, it did not even come close to fitting. I think this is meant for children, so unfortunately I don't even have footage of me trying it on. White eyelet fabric is on my list of things to find because I want to upcycle it into a really cute tank top for spring and summer, but this top was $20, so I don't know if it's worth it for the fabric to spend $20. And I don't know about you guys, but polka dots have been all over my Pinterest lately, especially the black and white classic polka dots, and I think I can turn this blouse into something really cute. And I've been really loving transforming button downs lately. I love this green button down, and it has embroidered polka dots, which I think is very fun, and the price is very reasonable. And staying on theme with the button downs, I also found this yellow floral button down, which I think is so pretty, and there's a lot of potential to turn this into a really pretty tank top or like a short sleeve top. And I think it would also be cute to have lace or eyelet trim incorporated somehow in this fabric. And this next pattern button down was also the same brand as the yellow one I just showed you guys. I'm not familiar with this brand, but let me know if you guys are. And the sleeves were super faded, so I just didn't think that it would be worth it to take this one home, so unfortunately I put that one back. And I've been on a roll finding gingham fabric lately, especially black and white gingham, and I love that it has little embroidered flowers, and I have a few ideas of what I could possibly turn this into. And not to mention, it's only $2.99. Moving on to the dresses, I found this linen material green striped dress. I don't know what the brand is. It's just a little star logo, so I'm not really sure where this is from, but I thought it would be really cute to turn into a 2-piece linen set. And unfortunately, this was the only dress that I was remotely interested in. So at the red, white, and blue thrift store, I was able to get 8 pieces, and I was only in there for 1 hour, which is a record because normally I'm in there for at least 2 to 3 hours. I did spend a lot of my energy in the tops at the red, white, and blue thrift store, so I think at the next thrift store I want to focus on bottoms, and the grand total of those 8 pieces came to $34.17. Pretty good deal for 8 pieces in my opinion. And right now we are in the Goodwill parking lot, so we're gonna go in there and I'm gonna try to focus on the skirts, pants, and bottoms, and then we'll look at the tops because right now it's very unbalanced with 7 tops and 1 dress. Also, this is the Goodwill that I found my first vintage Coach bag at, so maybe we'll have some luck and I'll find another one. Okay, thrift store number 2, I started in the little boutique section at this Goodwill and I found this cargo maxi skirt. I think it's a really fun aesthetic, but I'm not sure if it's me, but I figured might as well try it on and see how I feel about it. It's a little too big in the waist, but it's nothing I can't take care of. I'm just not sure if it's me. And this blue gingham maxi skirt is definitely giving boho cottagecore. Initially, I thought that I should buy this for the fabric and turn it into something else, but when I tried it on, I actually really liked the fit of it. It's from Target, so it's not like any fancy brand or anything, but I think it's really cute on, and I think I have to keep it as a maxi skirt now. Next, I found this black gingham dress. I think it's really cute, and the neckline reminds me of a top that I saw on Free People, so I thought maybe I could cut this and then turn it into a top and then take in the sides a little bit, and then I could do something with the bottom portion of this fabric. Let me know what you guys think. Next in the dresses, I found this beautiful vintage maxi dress. I think the fabric is so cute. There are a few areas where the fabric is kind of falling apart, and I decided to leave this one behind for someone else to find who might appreciate it as is. More polka dots. I found this polka dot maxi skirt that I thought could be a really cute dress maybe, or I could attempt to turn this into a pair of pants. It might be a fun experiment because I don't think I've turned a skirt into a pair of pants yet. I love a good denim dress, but this collared neckline is not my favorite. Most of the dresses that I have saved have a very different neckline, but that wouldn't be too hard to change if I wanted to alter this. I was almost convinced that I found another vintage Coach bag, but the clasp was a little different, so it's not a Coach bag, but it is a red leather bag, so I thought this would be a really fun pop of color to style, and it's only $10. In the top section, I found this sheer, roughly H&M top. It has like the tie front closure, which I thought was really cute, but when I tried it on, I don't know, there was something about the way it sits. I'm just not a big fan of the ruffles, I think, or maybe it's that the sleeves are too wide. Maybe if they were more narrow, I might like them more. Okay, from our second thrift store, we got 5 items, including candy, and it came to $32. And now the other 2 thrift stores that I want to go to are on the other side of town, so I'm going to pass by my house. Might as well go home, let the dogs out, and then I think on the way to the other 2 thrift stores, I'm going to stop and get lunch. Okay, so I got the curry bowl from Crisp and Green, and I'm just going to eat this in my car real quick, and then we're going to go to our next 2 thrift stores. Something really weird that happened this morning. I mentioned, I think in my last video, that I go and get a lottery ticket at the gas station every week, and I went in this morning to get my lottery ticket, and the girl behind the counter, who I see every time I go in, she was like, hey, so this guy was asking me about the girl who comes in to get lottery tickets and how she's always wearing workout clothes, and he was asking me about you. And I asked her, he works here? And she was like, no, he's a customer. And I feel like that's really creepy, because I think to notice that I go in and only buy a lottery ticket, you would have to either be behind me in line or watching me walk to my car holding the lottery ticket, and you'd have to really be paying attention to what I'm holding or what I'm buying. And then also to notice that I'm usually in workout clothes when I go and get the lottery ticket. I just thought that was a little weird. So if I ever end up missing, look for the gas station guy. Not gonna lie, by this point in the day I was starting to feel pretty burnt out, but the show must go on. I found this tan skirt that reminded me of the corduroy skirt that I transformed in my last video into a button down. I also found some more white eyelet material that I think could be a really cute strapless top for spring and summer, and it's a much more reasonable price. The brand is LL Bean, so I think we're gonna have to take that one home. And this one doesn't even need an inspo photo because it is so perfect as is. This pattern, the color palette, I'm obsessed with it. I don't even need to try this on. I just know that it's coming home with me. And from our third thrift store, I got 2 items for $12, and I think I have about $21 and some change left over if I wanted to stick with my $100 budget. And now we can head to our last thrift store of the day, Hopefully we can find something good or a couple good things. And while I've been driving today, I've been listening to Annie Elise in her true crime YouTube channel. She did an interview with Sherry Papini. And if you watch or listen to true crime, this is a big deal. It's very interesting. I don't believe a word she's saying. I think she's very manipulative, and I think she is guilty of faking her own kidnapping, but all right, we have one more thrift store to go. We are on the final stretch of our thrift marathon. I found some more eyelet fabric. This one is like a tan eyelet. I feel like this might not be good with my skin tone, but we're gonna think about it. In the skirts, I found this paisley pattern skirt. I don't know if this is considered paisley or not, but we're just gonna call it paisley. I love the color palette, so definitely gonna have to think about this one. Also, I found this blue paisley skirt. This is definitely paisley. I don't have any paisley in this color scheme, so I feel like this one might be a necessity for my wardrobe. Also, I saw this paisley quilt, trying to convince myself why I do not need a red paisley quilt, but it's so pretty and I feel like it's a pretty good price. And I also like that the reverse side is like this white paisley pattern. I found this denim button down in this really pretty embroidered pattern. I think this is so pretty and the price is reasonable. Usually when I'm upcycling a button down, I like to have more fabric to work with. This one's a size small, so we're going to be kind of limited as to what we can turn this into. I found these clay colored airy pants that I thought could be really good for like hiking or just doing things outdoors, but I'm not a big fan of the jogger style, so I had to put these back. Also in the pants, I found these low-rise Urban Outfitters pants. They have a slight flare to them, but they are way too small, so I'm not even going to bother trying them on. And then I found this nice Levi's button-down. It still has the tags on it. And then in the dresses, I found this really stretchy green tie-dye looking dress. It's very hippie-esque, and I think that it has a lot of potential to be turned into something cute. And our last stop of the day, we got 3 items for $18 and some change. So we were able to stay within our budget today of $100, and it's already 5:05 p.m. I've literally been thrifting all day and I only went to 4 thrift stores. So now I can head home and show you guys everything that we got today. So yesterday I took you guys along to 4 of my favorite thrift stores on a $100 budget. And now I'm going to go over all of the pieces that I got and what my plan is for all of these. As you guys know, a lot of these projects I end up upcycling or thrift flipping. Every once in a while, I love a piece as is and I don't do any alterations. And if at any point you guys see a piece that you think would look great as a specific style top or skirt or shorts or anything, please leave your suggestions in the comments because I love to hear them. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start with this one because it was on top. I couldn't remember if I got 2 polka dot pieces. Oh, I did. Okay, so I actually got 2 black and white polka dot pieces. So this one is a maxi skirt and this one was $5.99. And I was thinking I could either leave this one as a polka dot maxi skirt and then do something with this one, or I could use this fabric to turn it into something else entirely. The maxi skirt feels like some kind of cotton blend maybe, but then this polka dot blouse that I thrifted, it's 100% polyester and the material is not going to be easy to work with. I think it will fray a ton and it's kind of sheer. I don't know if you can tell. For the polka dot pieces, I'm kind of leaning towards altering the blouse and then keeping the maxi skirt as a maxi skirt. But you guys let me know what your thoughts are on that. And then the next one was this little vest. I loved the pattern on it and I thought it was super cute. I think I would love to keep this as a vest, but just make it a little bit more fitted. And this vest was only $1.99. So that was a steal. And then next is this green floral nylon top. I thought that this green floral pattern was so pretty and I don't have any patterns like this in my wardrobe. And for this top, I was thinking of maybe just keeping it as is. I never tried this one on, so I don't actually know how it fits. I just saw the fabric and the pattern and I knew I had to have it. It was only $4.99 and it's so cute. And next from the Red, White, and Blue thrift store is this yellow floral print, 100% cotton button down. I was drawn to this fabric. I love the shade of yellow. It's like a butter yellow with little baby blue flowers on it. And it was only $3.99. And my plan for this is to maybe cut out the collar and then do a new neckline, but keep it as a short sleeve and then maybe just take in the sides a little bit. And this one here is also from the Red, White, and Blue thrift store. This one was $5.99. So the tag is just a little star, but on this tag down here, it does say made in Italy and it says 70% cotton, 30% linen. So I thought this was a pretty good deal. I don't love it as this. So my plan was maybe to crop it and then use the bottom portion to make a pair of shorts. And then I could have like a little lounge / beach set. Or if you have another idea of what I should do with this, let me know. And then this blue gingham skirt was so pretty. I honestly didn't think that I would end up taking this home, and I was debating on even trying it on in the dressing room because I didn't think that I would like it as much as I do. I just pictured this with a white linen top, and I think it would be so perfect for summer. So this one we're gonna keep as a skirt. As of right now, it fits perfectly. I do need to wash it, so fingers crossed that nothing significantly shrinks in the wash. And then these army green Target shorts. They were $5.99. The waist is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna take in the waist, but my vision for these was just to have a good pair of outdoorsy shorts that I can go hiking in or camping in. 98% cotton, 2% spandex. Love these. And did I really go thrifting if I didn't pick up a paisley skirt? Every time, without fail. But I don't have a paisley skirt in this color. It's 55% linen, 45% rayon. I would love to maybe keep it as a midi skirt, but also I feel like this fabric could look really cute as a vest, a tank top, maybe even a dress. I don't think I've turned a skirt into a dress yet. I don't think I have, so maybe I could turn this into a dress. That would be very cute. And I picked this dress up at the last thrift store I went to. It was $7.99. The brand is Sammy and Joe. I thought this was really unique. It's like a green tie-dye with really detailed stitching and sequins, but I thought this would be fun to upcycle and keep it as a dress, but totally alter the type of dress. And the fabric is very stretchy, so I think that this would be really easy to work with. So I think this will be a fun project as well. And I did end up taking home this red bag. I think it has a very similar vibe to the Coach bag that I thrifted at the same thrift store. And I'm also loving red as a pop of color, so I will definitely be styling this bag with future outfits. And next is this stretchy top. It's 100% polyester. It was only $1.99. And I like the little flower / star pattern that's going on here. I figured since this is also stretchy, it should be pretty easy to work with an upcycle. I'll probably turn this into some kind of cute top. This is one of my favorite pieces from today. It is this 100% cotton and tailor tank top. This one is a tiny bit big, so I'm just gonna alter it to fit a little bit better. But I love how it has this little bow detail here in the front. And I'm definitely on a green kick right now, and I also love that it's striped. So I can't wait to style this one once I do the alteration on it. And then sticking with our green theme, I picked up this short sleeve button down, and it has like these embroidered polka dots. I definitely wanna turn this into something else. Maybe a tank top, maybe a halter, or maybe a cute little crop top with like balloon sleeves, but not crazy big balloon sleeves, like mild balloon sleeves. Maybe, I don't know. And another button down. This one had a really fun embroidered pattern on it. The only thing is that this is a size small, so whatever I turn this into, I don't have a ton of fabric to work with. Maybe I could keep it as a long sleeve denim button down, but I'm kind of leaning towards altering it and turning it into something else entirely. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And then I picked up this skirt. It's LL Bean, and it's like an eyelet material. I have been wanting to make a cute little strapless top with an eyelet material like this for a while. I think I will be turning this into a strapless with elastic that goes down the waist. And finally, last but not least, is just this airy button down. I figured this would be really cute to wear to the beach over a bathing suit, and it was only $5.99. So please let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see some of these turned into. And my next video after this one will be an alterations video. I think we're gonna have a few weeks worth of alterations for sure with all of these clothes that we have. So until next week, bye!